Hey folks, it's March 18th, 2024. Um, this is Bob Livingston reporting in to my patrons out there in the ethers. Been working here on a couple of songs, and there's a lot of things that have happened last couple of weeks. Played some really cool shows. Played one with Gary Nunn in Wimberley. Actually played two shows with him, and then we played again at Texas State for that Viva Terlingua exhibit. Once again, I say that if you're interested in Jerry Jeff Walker or kind of cult albums, Viva Terlingua was 50 years ago made in Lukenbach, Texas, and they have a whole exhibit at Texas State at the Whitliff Center. Bill Whitliff, was let's make sure this is working. Yep. I mean, I don't know if it's working, but it's working. Bill Whitliff was a screenwriter. He wrote the screenplay for Lonesome Dove. That's the biggest thing. He was also an incredible photographer, and a lot of they endowed the center somehow up there. I don't know exactly how it happened, but it's the top floor of the library at Texas State in San Marcos, and it is a wonderful facility, and they've got a great exhibit. They've got music that you never heard before, and heard before means the album Viva Terlingua, but they've got outtakes and rehearsal tapes and talking and a lot of fun stuff that they have piped in when you walk around the exhibit. So, that I want to go home with the armadillo, that's on it. Good country music from Amarillo and Abilene seems high to me right now. And up against the wall, redneck mother, that's on that record. And of course, the first song we cut when we were, the deal with Viva Terlingua, we would come in there about, 2:30 in the afternoon, and Jerry Jeff had a big galvanized tub, and he would be stirring up this pot of sangria before our eyes. And he had Chianti, and he had apples and limes and pears, who knows what he had, raspberries, mushrooms, tacos, nachos. That's what they said. Put it all in this big galvanized tub, stir it up, and so we would arrive upon the scene, the band that is, and we'd have a sip of sangria, and then we'd pick a song, and we were just playing and having fun there in the afternoon. And at some point, it got to where we had to actually record and turn on this tape recorder. And when they plugged this system in, as a world-class mobile recording studio there in Lukenbach, Texas, and they had brought it down from New York City. There were wires running everywhere and microphones hanging out of the trees even. And when they plugged the whole thing in, it blew out the electricity there in Lukenbach, and they had to rewire everything. The county had to come out. So at some point, we would make it red, as they say, and do a recording. And this is the first song we cut, and it's the first song on the album. Hi, buckaroos. Scamp walking time again. Thinking time to slide one by you once more. No matter how you do it, you just do it like you know what you're doing. Been down the road once or twice before, and getting by is my stock in trade. Living it day to day, picking up the pieces wherever they fall. Just letting it roll, letting the high times carry the low. Living my life easy come, easy go. And so the record company that Jerry Jeff was on was called MCA Records. And the president of MCA, it was a big record label international label. Elton John, The Who, all those people were on it. The president of MCA, his name was Mike Maitland. And Mike Maitland was a guy from back east, just like Jerry Jeff. He liked to drink whiskey just like Jerry Jeff, so he liked Jerry Jeff. But the first album we did with MCA was the one with LA Freeway on it. It was recorded in the world's most primitive conditions. So he didn't know what to think about it. He liked Jerry Jeff, and it sold records, so he couldn't figure it out. And here we were in Lukenbach, and Jerry Jeff decided to send him a shout out. It's record time again. To say, today I was thinking, it's record time again, and I can hear Mike Maitland pacing the floor. Hey Mike, don't you worry, something bound to come out. Been down the road once or twice before, and getting by is my stock in trade. Living it day to day, picking up the pieces wherever they fall. Just letting it roll, letting the high times carry the low. Living my life, easy come, easy go. Income taxes due, oh my God, I think she is too. I've been busting, I probably get busted a whole lot more, you know that. But I'll check it all later, nothing in the world gonna stop me now. Been down the road once or twice before, and getting buy's my stock in trade. Living it day to day, picking up the pieces wherever they fall. They fall. Just letting it roll, letting the high times carry the low. Living my life easy come, easy go. What did you say? I said, living my life easy come, here we go. That's right. That was the first song we cut. And, you know, it became, like I have a song called Original Spirit. I put it on here on Patreon somewhere along the line. And it's my song that it goes like, has a groove. She lives down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit. And so it has this groove, and it puts me in the mojo. And the crowd, usually when I start playing it, I look down and I see people's feet tapping because of that groove. And it gets them there and gets me there. Well, Jerry Jeff had a song kind of like that. It was Gettin By. And it was his first song. He always played it first. And it was a great sound check song because, you know, you could, just had his guitar and the bass and stuff, and it just kind of creeped in. And the sound people, when you didn't get a sound check, they had a chance to, kind of get everything together. And so that's kind of the story of Getting By as far as I know. We played it every year. I played thousands of times. And recently started in my show, started doing that, telling stories a little bit about Viva Terlingua because it came around 50 years ago. Holy mackerel. And there was a lot of 50th anniversaries. I'm writing about it in my book. I don't know if I can read any of it, but I've just finished the epilogue, sent it off. I know it's taken me forever, but that book is going to come out one of these days. Maybe, who knows, it might be posthumously, or however they say it, if it takes me too much longer. But there were a lot of half-century musical milestones last year, 73. And I kind of continue on now because we did a lot of that stuff 73, but it didn't really be realized until 74. Like Viva Terlingua, Cosmic Cowboy. We were out touring for those records, and Michael Murphy's Cosmic Cowboy. I just want to be a cosmic cowboy. I just want to ride and rope and hoot. Oh yeah. wanna be a cosmic cowboy. Supernatural country rockin' galoot. He rhymed galoot with hoot. You know, we were artists. We were professional musicians, and he rhymed galoot with hoot. We couldn't take it, but really, it was a masterpiece of a record. And proud of that. Proud of both of them. 50th anniversary. It was the 50th anniversary of Kerrville Folk Festival. I played on the first Kerrville Folk Festival with Michael Murphy. So 50 years, 50, a lot of 50s. And it was my 50th anniversary of my marriage to Iris Livingston. 50 years it's been, which is amazing. Anyway, onward through the frogs. I'm having a good day here in Austin, Texas. It's cool outside. Let me open that window. As a matter of fact, it's so cool and nice. I better get going, though. There's all kinds of things to do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting Patreon. I wish you'd tell your friends, send it out. I don't know if you're interested in any of this. And sometimes you don't give me any feedback. And this is probably a long tape anyway. But sometimes I'd like to hear some people talking to me and say what you think and what you would like to see or hear. All right? Adios. Peace and love, as Ringo would say.